This is how to create a push mechanic in Unreal Engine 5, like you can see in many friend video games today, such as Peak, where you play multiplayer with your friends like so, and press a button to push them to create some fun trolls or anything along those lines. So again, today's video, what we're going to be doing is creating a mechanic to push another player, and this is for online multiplayer, but also obviously works for single player as well. So this is what we're going to be going over and creating today. So without further ado, let me delete this code and I'll show you how I've done it. So what we want to do is we want to open up our character blueprint. So for me, that's going to be control space, content, third person, blueprints, BP third person character. In here, we're going to find some empty space, and then we're going to right click, create a custom event, and name this server underscore push. We're then going to set the replicate from not replicated to run on server. And then underneath this, we're going to get another custom event, calling this client underscore push. And then the replicates, we're going to set to multicast. And this is how we're going to have this work on multiplayer. Out of server push, we're going to call function client push, and then client push is where we're going to do the code. So what we want to do is get a line trace by channel, with the start wants to be our camera location. So I'm also doing this in a first person camera, however this also works in third person. So we're going to get a reference to our camera, and then get world location, and that is going to go into start. Then out of the camera once again, we want to get forward vector. So we're going in front of the camera, so the direction the player is looking in. And we're going to come out of this and get a multiply, right clicking that to change the pin to a float. And we're going to set this to 300. Then we're going to come out of the get world location, get an addition, adding in the multiplication, and then this is going to go into end. So what we're doing here is the line trace is going to start where the camera is and going to end 300 units in front of the camera. So that's what we're doing. We're getting the forward direction and going 300 units forward. The reason why we're then adding it to the world location is that just keeps it going in a nice straight line. And again, the line trace is now just drawing a line 300 units in front of the player. What I'm also going to do is change the trace channel from visibility to camera, because if we were to select the capsule component up in the top left and scroll down to the collisions and open up collision presets, you can see that the visibility trace response is on ignore. However, the camera is on block. So what you can do is either change the trace channel to camera like I have, or you can set the collision presets to custom and then set the visibility to also block. Up to you which way you want to do it. After this, we're going to hold down B and left click to get a branch, connecting the condition into the return value, and then the out hit, we're going to break hit result. We'll open this up and we're going to come out of hit actor to see what actor we have hit, if any, with this line trace. And we're going to cast to character. Not any character specifically, just character, because we want to see if we are colliding and with a character. If it's any other blueprint, we don't want to try and push it. Then out of as character, we're going to get a launch character. So launch character node like so. And this is how we're actually pushing the character and the player. So we're going to select the camera, the get forward vector, and the multiply, and the addition once again, and copy and paste this over here. Then we're going to come out of the camera and also get up vector. This is going to go into another multiplication, making sure that is also a float. And then I'm going to set the up vector multiply to 600 and the forward vector multiply to 1200. And then we're going to add those together, and the return value of that is going to go into the launch velocity. Now, these multiplication values down here are how you are controlling the speed and the force at which you are actually pushing the character. So customize these however you want, but essentially the bottom one here, so times 1200, is how far forward they're going to go, and the top one, so the 600, is how far up they're going to go. So I want them to go more forward than they are up, so I'm doing these numbers here, but obviously customize this to whatever value that you like. And that is the code all set up. All we need to do now is be able to call it. So for me, all I'm going to do is just right click and get a left mouse button keyboard event. However, you can obviously get any button that you want. It doesn't have to be left mouse button, and you can do it the correct or the proper way of doing an actual input action. But for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm just getting in a left mouse button, as that's easy enough for me. And then what we want to do off of our input action is we want to call function server push. So essentially, we are calling this event on the server, which is then calling on all of the clients so that this is then going to be network replicated across every player so we can all see who is being pushed and by who. Now, if you want an animation as well, you just do that after the launch character. You just do play animation or play anim montage. I don't have an animation, so I'm not doing it, but you would just place it there. So if we compile, we can minimize this and hit play and see it working. So now if I were to turn around, I can then press the left mouse button and that player is going to go flying backwards. We are pushing them away with the speed and velocity and the force, which I set up like so. And this is working on both screens, and it's also going to work for both players as well. So I can push both away like this. So this is working perfectly for us. So I think that'll be it for this video, as we've done everything we want to do, is we've set up a nice basic push system in which we have 2 players in a multiplayer game, and we can push them about like so. And again, this is very easy to customize for however you want, but this is the way we've got it set up. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please do make sure to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help me and the channel out a lot. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.